We were crowded, but we never felt we were crowded. I went to work a couple of nights a week. Mike held the fort while I was gone. He made sure that the kids all joined Gaelic football as soon as they were able to play.
Our friends played baseball, basketball. We were an Irish football family. Damien was the youngest boy out of 7, and he was the second youngest child, Janine being the youngest. We all looked out for Damien. Out of all the boys, Damien had the nicest demeanor.
I used to say to him, I think, Damien, you're going to be my priest. You know, in an Irish family of 7 boys, we have to have a priest. He said, I like girls. So that was that.
He just really made you feel like you were the most important person when you were with him. But he was super excited to become a dad, and I think when it was a little boy, he was just so excited to, you know, he wanted to coach him in sports, and because he was so into playing sports, and he was a great dad.
We're a first-generation Irish-American here, and we were taught pretty much take all civil servant jobs. Become a cop fireman is the way to go. 20 years, you get your pension, and you always have that check coming in. So we all took the jobs. Damien ultimately went to Wall Street. The trading floor was pure chaos. That wasn't Damien's bid. So he went into the towers, and everything was phoned up to him. And when you think of it, you know, 2 firemen, a cop, and Damien was a broker. You think he would have been the safest one on that day.
I remember that morning, Mike was watching TV. I must have come home from work because I was lying down.
It's a beautiful autumn day. My daughter had just gone to play school.
I had walked my dog and come back to the house.
The skies were crystal clear. I had the window open, the fresh air was coming. I had my little son, Eugene Jr., sitting on my stomach, and it was my other son, Dylan's first day of school.
This just in, we have unconfirmed reports this morning that a plane has crashed into one of the towers of the World Trade Center.
The World Trade Center, tower number 1 is on fire. The whole outside of the building, there was just a huge explosion. Send every available ambulance, everything you got to the World Trade Center now.
Michael was originally assigned to ladder 32, which is the Gun Hill gang, which is way up in the Bronx. So he was assigned down here for the purpose of learning how to fight a high-rise fire. And this is the roster for 9/11. Michael was the nozzle man. Michael was the Iron Man, as they call him, the nozzle man. He took the hoses, he had the hose, and he had the equipment to hook the hose up to the hydrant. I guess he was meant to be here. It's that simple. Michael was they were all meant to be here, you know. I think they were doing God's work that day. I came to the United States in '56, and coming in over the bridge, I looked down and saw New York, and I fell in love with it right away. I've been in love with it ever since. There's the family. Michael was 7th in the family. None of us were in the fire department, and Michael always wanted to be a fireman. And he actually had a very good job. He was working with Dean Witter in the World Trade Center. And the day that the letter came that he had from the fire department, Kathleen called him and he said, "Oh, Mom, open the letter." And when she opened the letter, he started cheering down in the World Trade Center. He was happy that he was getting into the academy. He just wanted to do it, something he wanted to do.